What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Social media can be entertaining. And if you watch what's going on, and of course, those type of platforms is going to thrive on drama going back and forth, especially between men and women. If you watch from the female side, you will hear women complaining that men always cheat. Men always cheat. No matter what a man say, some woman's gonna come into the comment section and say men cheat, men cheat. It don't matter, men cheat, men cheat, men cheat, men cheat. And this is women. This is how they talk. Men always cheat. And stay with me. It reminded me of a story in the good book where some men was trying to trip up the master and make him do something out of pocket. So they brought a woman caught in adultery, cheating on her husband, and threw the woman at the master's feet and said, "We caught her. The law says she must be stoned. What do you say?" They was trying to either get him to obey the law or try to override it like he was somebody special. They wanted to know. If you know the story, he didn't say nothing, reached down, wrote something in the sand. They dropped their stones and walked away. But that story is interesting to me because if you caught a woman cheating on her husband, that means that there was another man in the bed blowing out her back, right? If you catch a woman, you ran in there, you ran in there, you kicked the door open, whatever. They ain't had no cameras. You kicked the door open, boom, you caught her. That means you caught her with another man, but you only brought the woman. That reminds me of social media. Women say men cheat, men cheat, men cheat. If that is true, and you're not saying that he's cheating on y'all with men, you're not saying he played for the Rainbow Squad. That means that if he's cheating, if they're doing that much cheating, then they must be cheating with women, but y'all not saying nothing about the women. If men are cheating, who are they cheating with? And you're not saying it's another man, so it must be women. But that ain't even my point. Just throwing that out there as a slide in, as a segue to what I want to talk about. To you married women, to you women who are in committed long-term relationships. If you have a man that gets up, goes to work, provides, protects, produces, leads, and he is faithful to you. I'm not saying he never stepped out and y'all didn't work it out. I'm not saying he's got a totally clean record. But what I'm saying is in the last couple of years or at all that y'all have been together, as of right now, this man is going out, grinding, working every day, taking care of his family, and he is faithful to you. You have a rare man, and he should be appreciated. Listen to what I'm saying. If it is true that all men are cheating, if it is true that they cannot be trusted, if it is true that even the man you are with now may have stepped out in the past and y'all have reconciled and you know he is walking on the straight and narrow. He's on the up and up with you now, and he's being faithful to you and loving you and providing for the family and going out into the world and coming back, and you the apple of his eye. He has no other woman, lady, male. You have a rare man, and he should be appreciated. One of the things that women don't understand, I believe, is the sexual discipline it takes a man to be in a committed relationship, especially if he's halfway decent looking, go into this world with the temptations that wait for men. And let me be clear, if I can be bold, ladies, there's no comparison. I don't want to hear that there's three guys at the job that want to do you and you exercise discipline so your husband ought to be able to do it. There is no comparison to the discipline that it takes for women. Thrive on that kind of attention. Men, we don't get that kind of. Women thrive on certain levels of attention. But the sexual discipline it takes for a man to hone in his drive, because the reality is women want to be dedicated to just one man anyway. When she love him, she want to be dedicated just to him. Those filters don't necessarily work the way it do for women, the same way for men. We have to exercise discipline. We have to make sure that we are stayed on our purpose. We're on our square. We're doing what we're supposed to do in life. We've got to put things in place to make sure we are guarded. Do you know the ease, since they're doing it so much, do you know the ease of a man that can be frustrated in life? And sometimes he may say, if I can just get me some extra kitty cat on the side, it'll relax me. And in that moment, he got to get back on his purpose and say, I've been there, I've done that. I love Keisha too much. I'm telling y'all something, lady. I'm telling y'all how men think. When we are frustrated, it could be something going on in the home. It could be questions that need answers that at that moment we don't have. And the old us, to get a relief, we would go into the arms of a woman and get in the bed of a super freak who understood us and get a momentary, temporary fix, a sort of high, and then go back out into the world. Still don't have an answer for what's going on, but we go back in the world a little more relaxed. And of course, the wife can do her part, but I'm telling you, women, it's different. The wife is part, not intentionally, but she's part of the struggle that he's dealing with, because the responsibility is on him as a man to make sure the home is straight, even if you're not doing anything individually against it. It could be the stress of bills where you connected with that because you're part of the home. It could be your very health that he's concerned about. It could be the children's education. It could be his job, your mom and dad, his mom and dad. It could be anything of life that he may need to, or feel that he needs an escape from. And his own person will say, you know where to go to get a temporary fix. And if your man don't do that, ladies, I'm trying to help relationships here. Sometimes we take things for granted and we don't realize what we have. If we are in a world where women are saying online and social media that all men cheat, and you have a man that's not cheating, what does that tell you? And my question is, what are you going to do about it? Yes. Or will you say, Professor Rex, He's my husband. He married me. He better not cheat. As if walking down the aisle and signing a piece of paper gives him any discipline. Paperwork don't give us no discipline. Come on, ladies. Let's step out of fantasy and get into the real world. Something signed by a judge don't give us discipline. It's something that we have to do day after day after day after day. And if you have that kind of man and you married to him or you dated him, y'all committed to one another. My question to you today is, what are you going to do about it? Is there any way you can show this man some appreciation, some value? You don't have to praise him. Men don't necessarily need praise, but we want to feel that we are valued. The stuff we do as women think sometimes we even the more because we carry the weight of responsibility and we can feel that we are invisible even to our own spouse. We're doing all of this. We're paying the bills. We're going to work. We're on the grind. We're trying to get cars fixed. Shout out to my boy Zoe Madden, whose son car went down, and he made a whole video pretty much about the weight of financial burdens that can come at you out of nowhere. And if people are not aware, you can be carrying all of that weight and feel invisible even to the people that you care for. And here you are, you got a man that's faithful to you in a world and a society full of unfaithful men. Even if these men are not going out banging another woman, 70% of them are online of pornography and whacking themselves off. They still doing the same thing. And this man is dedicated to you. What are you going to do about it? You got a rare man. You got something valuable. You got a diamond. You got a treasure. How will you take care of it? Ladies, wives, girlfriends, committed, y'all got it? Don't keep taking advantage or letting this go in vain like it's just his responsibility to do it because he's a man. I'm telling you as a man, I'm telling you it takes a lot of discipline and he should be valued for what he is trying to do. Y'all got it? Bye.